In a world obsessed with approval, the most dangerous and respected person is the one who no longer needs it. From childhood, we're trained to please, smile when it's fake, agree when we disagree, seek validation like oxygen. But the moment you kill the need to be liked, you stop being a pawn and become a sovereign. You become unreadable, unplayable, untouchable. That is where your true power begins. People are taught early to conform, to smile when it hurts, to agree without thought, to be soft, nice, and digestible. This programming is designed not to build virtue, but to make you easier to control. When you detach from that conditioning, people around you feel something unfamiliar, fear, because you're no longer predictable. You stop moving to be seen, speaking to be heard, bending to be accepted. Instead, you move in silence and act with clarity. You become immune to their disappointment, and that is terrifying to those who used to mold you. Respect, as Machiavelli taught, is not earned through likability, but through strategic detachment. You must be willing to be misunderstood, disliked, even rejected. The moment your emotional thermostat becomes internal, you begin to control every room you enter. Your power doesn't come from reaction, it comes from restraint. You don't flinch at guilt. You don't explain your silence. You simply move. Most people are leashed by social approval, addicted to applause, dependent on being liked. But when you break that leash, you become rare. And in a world that overshares and overperforms, rarity becomes reverence. Your presence becomes a privilege. Your silence, a statement. You no longer offer your thoughts freely, they must be earned. Your yes gains weight and your no is non-negotiable. They'll call you cold, distant, selfish. But that's only because they can no longer control you. You're not cruel, you're clear. You're not heartless, you're healed. You don't hurt them, you simply stop performing for them. And that stillness? It echoes louder than any scream. It reflects a truth they hoped to avoid, that they never owned you. They only played a version of you that was never real. Your withdrawal becomes your power. You don't punish with anger, you punish with absence. You speak less and are heard more. You act less and are noticed more. Your detachment becomes your gravity. The more you don't need them, the more they orbit you. In time, people realize they can't reach you using the old tools: flattery, guilt, manipulation. You've evolved beyond the stage they still perform on. You're not resisting them, you've simply outgrown the game. You don't chase, explain, or perform. You watch. You observe. And you disappear when needed. You don't fight for peace, you are peace. You carry it like armor. You give affection with discipline. Your kindness is not currency, it is earned. Your presence is not free, it is sacred. You've inverted the game. Now they audition for access to you. They start analyzing your silences, studying your movements, calculating your words. You've become a mystery, a symbol, a standard. You're not just another person. They remember you long after you leave. Not because you gave them what they wanted, but because you showed them what they could never control. Detachment, then, is not loneliness, it is sovereignty. It is not indifference, it is precision. You care, but you don't cling. You love, but you don't beg. You feel, but you don't fold. You are not empty, you are full, and you no longer trade that fullness for fleeting approval. You don't destroy others, you reveal them. Your presence becomes a mirror, and most can't bear their own reflection. They realize they never had you, only a version of you crafted to survive. Now that version is gone. You are clean. Clean from compromise. Clean from emotional dependence. Clean from the exhausting theater of social validation. And this is the final transformation. You become unforgettable. Not because you asked to be, but because you refused to be small. They can no longer decode you because you don't broadcast yourself anymore. You don't need to be understood. You let them misunderstand because their confusion is not your burden. Your silence is now scripture. Your absence, legend. They search for you in others but never find you. You don't argue, you vanish. You don't seek closure. You leave the door quietly, letting the void speak for itself. You are no longer a character in their story. You are the plot twist they never recover from. And in the end, when they speak of you, they won't call you soft or agreeable or kind. They'll call you what you were always meant to be: powerful, unforgettable, sovereign. You didn't just stop pleasing, you became something they never expected. And they will never forget you.